This is the silver 1 month overview reading for October 2022. It's currently September 29th, 2022, 11:31 p.m. Eastern Time. And so before we get into the October reading, guys, let's review just real quickly the September reading and see how we did. And then you decide whether or not you want to follow or you want to like and all that, but I'm pretty confident you will. So this is the 1 month for September. And what I had here, we have like a minor crest, minor on the 1st, a minor crest on the 4th, another one on the 6th. We have a month's high on the 10th, a month's high on the 13th. All right, so crest on the 1st. Fourth, 6th. So we're off by like a day here. Month's high. Looks like we nailed the 13th for the month's high. Actually, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, we nailed the 13th for the month's high. So it was either the 10th or the 13th. Wasn't the 10th, ended up being the 13th. Where do we have lows? So we came out of a low, obviously, but as far as like the more important one, oh, matter of fact, we have a low on the 3rd. So roughly, I mean, I was off by a day. I was in between two little pokes to the downside, but with that said, the main lows, the 25th and the 26th, looks like 26th, 27th, 28th. Boom, off by like 2 days. This is pretty gnarly. You know, being off for retrograde, being off by only a day or so. But even so, the pattern, the what do you want to call it? The sequence of events, very much on the ball. And there isn't a analyst on the planet who's going to come close to that kind of accuracy, especially when they're doing their prediction. That spread was laid and photographed. Created on August 3rd, 2022. That's the September monthly, my friends. It was recorded on August 22nd, 2022. So, you decide, my friends. With that said, let's check out our October reading. So the overall theme and behavior for October, we have a important resistance level and a important high on a 1 month and a important crest, I should say, on a year to date, let's say, or a multi-month chart, and it's important resistance on at least a 1 month chart that's highlighted. Looks like we have 3 significant trade opportunities around that resistance, and then it's crossed with a decline and an important trough on a 1 month or possibly a multi-month trough scale. Excuse me. And it's a decline into that trough. That decline offers an opportunity to open up a long position. When I look at the remainder of the year for silver, I'm seeing a high at the very end of the year in December, and I'm thinking that that's probably a good opportunity for me to get out if I choose to get out, and I think I'm probably going to. I'm going to do a 10-year over again outside of retrograde and see what happens, but as of the one I did while we were in this last retrograde, I'm looking to get out, and the end of the year is looking like the juicy opportunity. The very, very end of the year, we hit a resistance and likely a high there. So the high around October, the month's high, or highest high, we established support at that level and advised to trade around that price level as well. The behavior around the month's low, there's a notable move out of the month's low from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range. That'll be a notable, like a significant range. It won't necessarily be a whole month, very unlikely, like bottom of the month to the top of the month, but like a significant range within there on a 1 month scale. You'd be looking at it. Looks like we come off of a minor crest on the 1st. There's a resistance level that's highlighted, and then there's an important trough or a first low on the 2nd. We're bound by a range there on the 2nd on a 1 month chart. Big big move on the 3rd and a swing trade opportunity to the upside. It would stand out on a one-day chart, this move to the upside. Very unlikely, but a big move higher, and a swing trade opportunity there. Looks like rally moves higher still on the 4th. On the 5th, we have a disappointment early in the day at a month's crest, an important crest or high here, early on the 5th, and a disappointment, a failed attempt to break through key resistance followed by a decline through key support. That unicursal really speaks of a sharp drop, guys. Advised to be cautious on the 5th, so it would make sense. On the 6th, we have a rally a rally on a 1-month chart. It would stand out. It offers an opportunity to open up a short position. So does a unicursal, guys, really. But on the 7th, we have a swing trade opportunity. The halting of a rally marked by a decline through a significant support level on a 1-month chart, and a swing trade opportunity in there involving a high that's briefly visited on a 1-day chart. It would stand out as being brief before a sharp drop. On the 8th, we have a notable move to the upside. Looks like there's a prominent trough here on the 8th, 9th, and there's a big move off of the trough, but then there's bearish price swings around the 9th, and a sharp drop in the midst of those bearish price swings. On the 10th, we move higher along, bumping along resistances. We probably break through resistance and continue to move higher. There's another prominent crest, or possibly another month's high here between the 10th and the 11th. Early on the 11th, really. Looks like there's a breakout overnight, or very early on the 11th, and then there's a sideways decline, or sideways S formation, overall decline on the 11th off of that crest early in the morning. There's a swing trade opportunity on the 11th involving rotation along a key support level on a 1-day chart, opportunity to cash in on a position. So probably rotating along support at a high, but sideways S formation, so declining from a resistance to meet a support, coming back to that resistance from the support, and then returning back to that support from the resistance. 2 declines and an incline in between. On the 12th, we have a period of volatility that ends with a fast sudden move to the upside. We also have an opportunity, a swing trade opportunity there, involving a rotation along a key support level on a 1-day chart. On the 13th, we most likely have the month's high here. Here on the 13th, if it's not on the 10th, then it's most likely on the 13th. Or sorry, I should say, if it's not on the 13th, then it's most likely on the 11th. But there's a fake out, an intentional fake out or shakeout here on the 13th, most likely involving key resistance on a 1-month or multi-day chart. Then there's a sharp drop on the 14th, sharp drop, some erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level on the 15th, so declining still. Looks like there's a pretty big move to the downside between the 15th and the 16th. On the 16th, we have a move higher along through a resistance level on a 1-month chart. We stay above it briefly, and then we do a full retracement back down through that same price level. On the 17th, a month's low. This is a significant trough or low here on the 17th, and there will be a move higher out of the low, followed by a full retracement back down. It will be a prominent move to the upside and a prominent move back down. It's prominent on the scale of a 1-month chart. On the 18th, we may see a crest that stands out. There's a notable move higher through a resistance level. We stay above it briefly, and then we break back down through that same price level. That's resistance level on a 1-month chart. On the 19th, a breakout through at least one resistance level, but a notable breakout, rally and breakout on the 19th. On the 20th, we have a decline that ends with a fast sudden move to the upside. 21st looks like we fall pretty hard and have another prominent low or month's low here towards the end of the day. Oh, there's also two swing trade opportunities on the 20th. One involving a very unlikely move to the upside, and another one involving a brief high before a sharp drop. That's on a 1-day chart scale. On the 21st, another swing trade opportunity involving sideways rotation along a key support level on a 1-day chart. and multiple headwinds pushing silver lower. It looks like a pretty significant low here on the 21st. My sense is that this is very, very likely a low for the month. It's hard to say, guys. But I would be, if I was looking to do like a short-term, like between now and December trade, I'd be opening up long positions in silver in these drops. If there's like an important trough, I don't know if it's the month's low or an important trough here. Okay, so either the 17th is, oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, so yes, we're getting lower and lower. So we go from the 17th into a lower low on the 21st. On the 22nd, 3 pokes through the same price level, followed by a sharp drop off of that 3rd poke. And a key support level on the 22nd, 23rd highlighted, and offering an opportunity to cash in on a position and rotate sideways along that key support level, and that's on a 1-month chart scale. On the 24th, we have a notable move to the upside. It would stand out on a 1-month chart. On the 25th, selling from a overbought crest down to another month's low here. I left out a swing trade opportunity along that rotation along that key support level on the 22nd, or the 23rd. It's 22nd, 23rd, somewhere there. There's a key cash-in opportunity around that support level, rotating sideways. And then there's a swing trade opportunity on the 25th, involving a brief high on a 1-day chart before a sharp drop. And then in the midst of that crest, or that, excuse me, in the midst of that trough or month's low that we have here on the 25th, this is very likely the low for the month. Low, lower, lowest. There's a rally that commences there. And it looks like we drop on the 26th. There's another decline, and we break through a key support level on a 1-month chart that we had recently broken through. We do it again, and then a low towards day's low towards the end of the day on the 26th, offering is where a rally will commence into the 27th. But early on the 27th, the decline starts. There is a decline to and through a support level, bounce along support for a bit, and then we break down to multiple support levels. A U-shaped dip on the 28th, U-shaped dip or something hidden that comes to light, or both. There on the 28th, and then on the 29th, and there may be another prominent trough for the month, or the same low again on the 28th. It's either on the 28th, or more likely it's early on the 29th. A male ruler is highlighted on the 29th, and a swing trade opportunity there on the 29th involving sideways rotation along a key support level on a 1-day chart. Matter of fact, it looks like that swing trade opportunity may be in the midst of that U-shaped dip. It's here where this trough is. It's either at the end of the day on the 28th or early on the 29th. On the 30th, we sell from a crest down to and through a support level. We do a U-shaped reversal below it, and then reuse that support as a support level, and that's on a 1-month chart. And then on the 31st, an important resistance level is highlighted on the scale of a 1-month chart. Volume and volatility will kind of like flatten out around that price level, giving it away. And then we have an agreement between 2 leaders that's highlighted in November. Looks like a bit of a holding pattern, and then there should be a significant move on a year-to-date chart. It would stand out. And that's silver for October 2022, my friends. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, my friends. If you're just now seeing this and it's 2 weeks into the month, it's because you didn't pay for it. There's somebody who orders this. There's several people that order this, and they get it a week ahead of the month. Everybody else gets it 2 weeks 2 weeks after the month has started. It's still very helpful, but if you want to get it, check out our website, tarotfortraders.com. Most importantly, when you make money from these readings, follow that rule of karma. You can check out the video explanation of that on the YouTube channel. Follow that rule of karma, and the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. I'll see you on the next one.